Previously on Lilo and Stitch Love.
It just doesn't even feel right. It just feels... Screw this episode, man. Screw the writers who worked on this. Seriously. I didn't think I hated this episode so much, but turns out looking at it with a fine-tooth comb like I do with this series ends up revealing hidden things about them. Sometimes not good. And I don't really want to watch this episode ever again. Screw this episode, man. Screw the writers who worked on this.
What?
It's gone too far this time, sir. I can't take this. We hit him with the copyright, but then he kept going. Then he complained about us doing the copyright. He's insulted the company, the show, the animating, the writers, but then he had the gall to insult the writers directly and tell them to go screw themselves? No, I can't sit idly by and let this happen to our beloved company. Something must be done about this. What do you propose? Well, the copyright didn't seem to work, but I have another idea. Consider it done. Oh, hi. So I kind of have to disappear for a while because, well, Disney blew up my house. But that doesn't stop me. The roommates sure were angry about it, though. So the episode begins with Stitch putting on a magic show. I guess the time with the circus magician must have rubbed off on him. But, unfortunately, he is not very good. Oh, I know exactly where this plot is going. Stitch sucks at magic, so in order for Lilo to not hurt his feelings, she finds an experiment that will make him good at magic, or at least make him think that he's good at magic. And then he's going to sign up to some big show where he has the possibility of embarrassing himself, and then in order to not have that happen, Lilo has to admit her mistake, and then Stitch will feel depressed about it, before eventually he actually will get good at doing magic. Go on, prove me wrong, show.
Can't tell them how bad they are. It might hurt their self-esteem.
No, do tell him. Sure, telling him that he sucks is gonna hurt his feelings, but in the long run it helps because they know that they have to improve if they want to continue it, or if they don't, they know to stop it because they suck. If you pretend that they're good at it, then they're going to think they're good at it, they're going to pursue it more, and then when they find out that they suck, because they always do eventually find out, you are going to have that whole thing bite you in the ass, and then they're probably going to want to abandon the whole thing. When being told that Stitch is going to go and perform magic at Myrtle's half-birthday party...
Half-birthday?
She's so spoiled she gets 2 a year.
Lilo goes to Jumba to try and get an experiment to help. Told you.
Experiment 604. Designed to make armies and weapons invisible. Unfortunately, experiment was gun-shy on battlefield. Always running away and making self invisible.
That sounds like me. So Lilo activates the experiment and finds out Jumba was right with how scared he is. She names him Houdini after the magician and finds out that not only can he make himself invisible, but make other things go invisible. You know, I could really use that experiment right now. Got a feeling Disney's knocking on my door. Over with Gantu, Ruben comes in saying he found an experiment, and after scanning it, we find out it is an ultimate super weapon. Oh crap. However, when Gantu calls up Hamsterville, he takes all of the credit for it, making Ruben very angry at him. That's very slimy, Gantu. Just at that moment, Gantu sees the experiment Lilo has activated and goes out to deal with it.
Oh, it was good of you to come. You know how Myrtle just adores her Aunt Stacy.
Yeah, can we get this magic act over with? I have a 3 o'clock flight back to LA.
Gee, is she the pushy, uptight businesswoman who will do anything to get to the top?
The only reason you're here is because my mom accidentally booked your freak dog's act on the internet. So don't expect cake and ice cream.
How stupid is Myrtle? Dogs, or at least Stitch being a dog in Myrtle's mind, can do a lot of crazy things. But running an entire magic show is not one of them. You need to get better glasses, Myrtle.
Houdini!
That doesn't count. So Lilo enacts her plan that every time she says abracadabra, basically, Houdini will make the thing in front of Stitch disappear. And it seems to work with the crowd and Stitch getting more and more into it.
He's amazing.
Yeah, maybe too amazing. That rabbit looks a lot like one of Lilo's weirdo friends.
Be quiet, Mildred. Auntie's busy discovering talent.
Mildred. Just as they're about to finish the act, however, Mildred, Myrtle takes a picture of Houdini, blinding him and making him make stuff disappear. As if that's not bad enough, Gantu shows up to try and steal away Houdini, who makes himself disappear and runs away.
Listen, I have something to confess. You weren't making things invisible.
Kappa? Dlaczego nie?
No, it was one of your cousins. And now we have to find him before Gantu does.
Don't change the subject, Lilo. You lied to him and betrayed him. Just come clean. Tell him that he needs to improve or that he sucks and that he should drop it. We know from the Swirly episode that he's entertaining enough already. Back at the house, Pleatley tells Lilo that Myrtle's hotshot aunt actually works in TV and wants him to do his magic trick on the lighthouse to make it disappear. Him having already signed a contract, so it can't be cancelled. Damn it, Pleatley. Myrtle comes over, having figured out that it was Houdini that made the things disappear, but she can't figure out that Stitch actually isn't a dog.
And since it ran away, your dog is going to embarrass himself on national television in front of millions. Oh yeah? Well, make sure to set your VCR, because it's going to be the best magic act ever.
Yeah! What's a VCR? So, in order to try and make Stitch visible again, Lilo tries all sorts of different tactics. And, I think Stitch looks kind of cool in white before finally an invisible man reference? Over with Gantu, he's found Houdini, but Reuben calling him makes him run away and disappear. The two and Jumbo arriving hot on their trail, Stitch giving chase but his disguise coming loose. So Houdini and Stitch crash right into each other, and because they're invisible, Lilo accidentally takes Houdini and Gantu takes Stitch. Ooh, I love things like this. We cut to Pleatley, him acting like a business ass, before Lilo comes in and tells him that Stitch is still invisible and that he is going to have to do the magic trick instead.
Stitch can't make anything disappear. It was an experiment that makes things invisible when you say alaka-blooey, and visible when you say alakazoo.
I thought you said this was 6 to 6.
Houdini? What are you doing here?
Okay, can I just say, Houdini in that hat is like the cutest thing ever.
Lighthouse disappear, and by golly, she's going to get the stupendous Stitch making a lighthouse disappear!
You spooked him! Houdini! Wait! Great. No Stitch, no Houdini, and national TV waiting. Could it get any worse?
Oh, don't tempt fate.
And don't forget, not so friendly friend Myrtle is waiting to ridicule you.
Right. Thanks for reminding me.
How will Lilo and the gang make it out of this one? Will Stitch ever become visible again? Or are his hopes hidden away? Will Lilo be able to face the invisible truth? Will they be able to make the lighthouse disappear, or will the TV show's ratings disappear? Find out now. So they all set out with a plan, Pleatley to stall the audience at the lighthouse and Jumbo and Lilo to go and bring back Stitch and Houdini. Over with Gantu, invisible Stitch is completely destroying the place before Gantu fires up the... Oh, so that's where that's from? Before Stitch escapes.
You look good in pink.
As much as I like the color pink and Stitch, no, he does not look good. Pleatley tries to stall the audience, but it is a failure.
You promised me a disappearing lighthouse, Noodle Knees, so you make some magic happen, or else.
Or what? You'll kill him? Oh my god, they're going to kill him! Through the most amazing timing in the world, just as Plately says the magic words, Houdini gets there and makes the lighthouse disappear. Howdy doody. Gantu shows up again to get Houdini, but Stitch tricks him by giving him an empty container. Myrtle's TV aunt shows up to make Plately a TV star, but Lilo tells the truth that it was actually Houdini.
What is it? A rabbit? A rabbit that makes other things disappear. I love it!
And so the episode ends with...
May I remind you that I captured Experiment 611, the ultimate superweapon?
You were looking at it upside down! You sent me Experiment 119, a sticky chocolate experiment designed to smother you with its gooey sweetness! Help! Help! Gantu! You will pay for this!
Experiment made of chocolate that's supposed to smother you to death? First of all, Jumbo, that's a terrible plan. But secondly, wouldn't most people love that?
If you say one word.
Karma! Karma, karma, karma! Ow!
That's it? That's the payoff for his whole karma thing all throughout the episode? That sucks. That sucks. The stuff that Lilo and Stitch have done to Gantu is way worse than any of that, and they're supposed to be the heroes of this. Not much to say about this episode, to be honest. The experiment is cute, and the stuff with Stitch and Houdini getting mixed up is really interesting, and turns out invisible humor, which I didn't know was a genre, is really funny to me. But it still has the story trope of one character not being good at something and the other character not having the heart to tell them, and then the consequences that arise from that. If Lilo had just told Stitch, none of this would have happened. But then I guess we wouldn't have got Houdini, who luckily gets to be a TV star. We can cross Houdini off the experiment list and show the one true place where he probably belongs is on TV. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hit the like button if you liked it, leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and subscribe to me if you want to see more Lilo and Stitch love. And I hope I'm not in this attic for very long.